This morning on Daybreak, the coronavirus pandemic is still spreading. We'll have the new numbers from around the Ozarks.
Also, a follow-up to yesterday's meth investigation. We'll tell you where people struggling with addiction can find help and hope.
Also, what kind of impact the outbreak is having on jails around the state. That's all coming up this morning for you on Daybreak.
Good morning and welcome back into Daybreak. It is Tuesday, March 31st. I'm Lauren Barnes.
Joe Morano here with you as we are cruising along on this Tuesday morning. Hope you are as well at home. A bit of a wet one out there, and we are hoping that this will clear up sometime today because it looks like it's raining a good amount right now.
Yeah, I think Elisa's telling us there is hope for that. Right, Elisa?
Yeah, a soggy start, and I heard it start last night. I could hear the rain outside, and I was like, oh, time to wake up now, right?
Right.
But yeah, we'll have it clear as we head through midday, and then we could actually get some sunshine back through the day today.
Always good to have.
Yeah, so we're starting out with some wet roads out there this morning. We could see that rain coming down pretty good in Branson on the roads. It is 46 degrees this morning with those clouds and the light to moderate showers moving through. We've got that rain cutting across most of the Ozarks. It's a swath of some pretty light rain for most of the area, not seeing much in central Missouri. We do have that pocket of more moderate rain near Branson, near Ava, and then near Mountain Grove. But a lot of it has been light in Springfield and Catskill and other places where you see that green on the radar. It's 46 degrees in Branson, 48 in Springfield, and 50 up at Lake of the Ozarks. After a wet start, we'll have things clear out as we have through the afternoon with just some clouds left behind and then maybe even some sunshine coming back later on in the day. Mostly sunny at 59 degrees by 3 o'clock. Those temperatures will get closer to our average. And again, we'll have that sunshine return. Then we're pretty quiet through the middle of this week. Our next cold front comes through by Friday. Details coming up in 10 minutes.
All right, Elisa, we'll see you then. We begin with an update on COVID-19 cases around the Ozarks now. In Christian County, 10 cases have been reported. That's the latest as of yesterday. Those are in Nixa, Ozark, and in Sparta. The latest case is a Christian County resident who's an employee at Cox Health Heart Center, a clinic in Branson. The first case in Webster County was also reported yesterday. And in Greene County, there have been 48 positive cases of COVID-19, including 4 deaths. Some good news to go along with that. 7 people have now recovered.
In Arkansas, as of yesterday, the Department of Health has reported 508 cases of COVID-19, along with 7 deaths reported. Over 6,000 people have been tested in total.
Mercy Springfield has announced 2 of its employees have tested positive for COVID-19. We know both had traveled out of the state within the last 2 weeks. A statement from the hospital says the workers are managing their illness at home.
With everything going on, it may be tough to keep track of all the important information there is surrounding this situation. So Missouri Senator Josh Hawley has launched a new comprehensive coronavirus resource page on his own website. Some of the things people will have access to include information about the recently passed stimulus bill, as well as what assistance Missourians could be eligible for. The page also includes resources and guidance from the CDC and the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services.
Will soon likely be getting a check from the government, as last week Congress approved the CARES Act that will provide stimulus checks to Americans across the country. The stimulus checks will be $1,200, meant to help out during this tough economic time. The amount exactly, though, could depend on your income and the number of kids you have. For instance, those making more than $75,000 a year are not eligible for these checks. The government will be using tax returns from 2018 and 2019 to determine the amount and where to send the money.
It's meant to kind of stimulate the economy and help keep people through a hard time when they're losing funds. So the main thing to keep in mind, I guess, is that it shouldn't hurt you. There will be a new line on your tax return, but assuming that your circumstances haven't really changed, your tax refund should remain just about the same.
And for anyone worried that the check might take the place of your tax refunds this year, she says that is not the case.
The Missouri Supreme Court denied the request to release nonviolent offenders from jails around the state. It has given authority to local judges to rule in each case. Director of the Public Defender's Office, Mary Fox, is worried that inmates will contract COVID-19 and it could spread throughout jails quickly. She asked for the release of offenders serving a jail sentence less than a year and for those who have not gone to trial yet. Prosecuting attorney Tim Lomar disagreed with the request, and Greene County Sheriff Jim Arnott believes it's too dangerous to release offenders, even nonviolent ones.
Well, it was ridiculous, to be quite honest. Making a blanket statement. The issue is we got to evaluate, just like the Supreme Court said, a case-by-case basis.
I've got an inmate across the street that has 3 pending domestic violence-related offenses, all with the same victim. And you would potentially create a very dangerous situation for victims all across the state.
That's not a reason that you can keep somebody in jail, because maybe somewhere down the road they will do something bad. That is not an acceptable reason to keep someone in a jail where they're facing this danger.
Moving on, we want to tell you about a special broadcast we'll be airing later on tonight. We're partnering with KY3 to host a special coronavirus virtual town hall meeting. It'll feature Greene County Health Director Clay Goddard, plus several doctors to answer your COVID-19 questions. We'll also have information for small businesses during this time. The town hall will air from 6:30 to 7 on both Color 10 and Ozarks Fox. You can submit coronavirus questions to be answered through Facebook, so be sure to tune in at 6:30.
It's your right to know. A Cedar County man missing for 4 days has been found alive. Authorities believe the man went mushroom hunting last Thursday and never returned home. An extensive search over the weekend ended yesterday when a highway patrol helicopter helped locate the man near a river in Vernon County. Authorities say the man was in and out of consciousness and was dehydrated. He was airlifted to a hospital in Joplin.
Missouri Attorney General Eric Schmidt has issued 8 civil investigative demands to third-party Amazon sellers to fight price gouging. The Attorney General has opened those investigations to those sellers that have been charging 2 to 19 times the prices charged prior to this pandemic on certain healthcare items like face masks and hand sanitizer. Anyone who sees substantially inflated prices now, particularly on medical products or other health-related necessities, is encouraged to report it to the Missouri Attorney General's office.
We have something positively Ozarks for you. One grandma did not let social distancing stop her from enjoying time with her family's new puppy. You can see Puppy over here, Grandma here with the puppy. Anita and Rod Kissinger sent us this photo, as you can see them holding up Henry Kessinger, that's the puppy, the family's new corgi, to the window so that Grandma could spend some time with him. We do want to remind you we are starting a new segment here on Daybreak called In This Together, where we will highlight some of the positive moments happening across the Ozarks during this tough time. And hopefully once it's over, too, we can continue it. So send us a photo or video with a brief explanation to In This Together at color10.com for a chance to be featured here on Daybreak.
Our windshield wipers have been busy in Springfield this morning. We've got some wet roads out there with some rain around this morning. A lot of it has been pretty light in Springfield, finding more moderate rain down south near Branson. Details on when this rain clears coming up next.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.